Marami pong implikasyon ang ilalabas na desisyon ng UN Tribunal kaugnay ng agawan ng teritoryo sa West Philippine Sea. Paano nga ba ito makakaapekto sa seguridad ng Pilipinas at relasyon nito sa China? Yan po ang ating talakayin. Kasama po ang military analyst na si Professor Jose Antonio Custodio. Good morning po sa inyo, Professor. Thank you for joining us.
Hello, good morning, Cheryl. Good morning. Good morning.
Ayan po.
Umaga.
Professor, gaano po kahalaga ang magiging desisyon nga po ng UN Tribunal na ito sa issue pong ito na ilalabas bukas?
Well, mahalaga siya kasi magkakaroon tayo ng kung favorable sa atin. Magkakaroon yan ng moral high ground tayo. No? It will practically repudiate yung China's claim sa 9-dash line, no? Na sinasabi nila na kanila yung buong territory. No? So mahalaga sa atin yan. And with that, pwede natin gamitin yan to further solidify international support in our favor, no? From countries around the world, in the region, from Indonesia, Japan, Australia, to contain China at gawin siyang more responsible sa actions niya. Kasi as of now, ang China is not a reasonable or even a responsible country, no? Kasi imagine unilateral actions, sinasabi niya sa kanya lahat, no? At the same time, because of that belief of theirs, they're building all these artificial islands. They're threatening an ADIZ. You know? At the same time, they're also preventing our fishermen from fishing in our territorial waters. No? And even took over a territory of ours, which is Scarborough Shoal. No? So itong itong ruling na to will favor us. And if it favor us, it will provide us with the necessary moral high ground to further campaign internationally and hope that international support will pressure China to act more responsibly.
Pero kung sakali naman pong pumabor ang desisyon na ito sa China, although ang mga lumalabas po na balita ay mukhang magiging malakas po ang pagpabor nito sa ating bansa. Pero kung sakali man pong biglang the other way around, ano po ang magiging implikasyon po nito?
Well, basically, it will embolden China, okay? And it will be one step closer to war, actually. Yeah, it will be one step closer to war because it will embolden China if it's in their favor, no? Alam din ng international community yan na sa tribunal yan na if you enable China, no, sa kanyang mga territorial ambitions, then you're pushing the world closer into war, no? So if it favors China, the more China will become more aggressive kasi ang tingin niya vindicated siya. So it will be more aggressive in its actions, no? So baka mamaya hindi lang West Philippines is South China Sea, gusto na niya pati yung Benham Rice natin, no? Tutulak siya to Central Pacific, no? So again, but that is unlikely.
Unlikely,
no?
okay.
No?
Pagdating po, okay, pagpalagay po natin, lalabas na nga po yung desisyon, yung pag-enforce po ng international decision, alam naman po natin na medyo mahirap po yung enforcement po niyan, di po ba? Ano po ang pwede natin gawin na political capital?
Well, for starters kasi, ang importante dito is that this is just the first shot, no,
Okay.
in an ongoing struggle, no. One of the first steps in an ongoing struggle, no, na nagsimula noong 1995, ongoing yan, no. And sa side natin, we should have unity, no. I'm talking about the Philippine government itself. The current administration should have focus kung ano talaga ang dapat gawin. Should have a strategy, no?
Alright.
In order to take advantage of. But the problem is in the past few days, we have seen a flip-flopping attitude, no? May sasabihin, babawiin. So that doesn't really, that sends a sign na parang the current administration doesn't really seem to have a focus on what is to be done here, no? So ang kailangan dito ay magkaroon tayo ng strategy on how to take advantage of this, no? A favorable ruling from, for example, like I said a while ago, mobilizing international support, strengthening our system of alliances with other countries, like for example, hindi lang United States, Japan, nandiyan ang Japan, nandiyan ang Australia. Kasi ang problema ng Pilipinas ay pag tinitignan nilang China, lagi nilang iniisip, tayo against China. Hindi ganon. Kasi kapag tayo against China, isipin mo talaga, ang lakas-lakas ang China, di ba? Hindi eh. Andiyan ang Japan. Lahat sila, everybody is pissed off. Sorry. Everybody is irritated with China. No? And the thing is that, we are just one of those who are a very large group of countries who don't like what China is doing. So you maximize that. Don't think of it as tayo lang against China. And I think the problem with many Filipinos, even in the government, in the current administration, and that's why they're always limiting it to tayo against China. Hindi. May alliances tayo. Huwag natin sayangin yung mga alliances.
So ganun po ang magandang strategy natin na hindi tayo magmumukhang malambot pero not too aggressive also.
So balanse naman.
Babalansehin natin. Pero tingin niyo po, paano possible na maging areglo para hindi na po umabot sa gera pa or sa gamitan na po ng puwersa ito? Tingin niyo po, Professor, ay magkakaroon pa, posible pang maareglo ito?
Well, depende sa China kasi sila naman talaga nang gugulo dito sa region na to. No? Sila talaga yung hindi tapat sa mga sinasabi. Sila nagsasabi na fisherman's share. Remember, no 1995, sinabi nila fisherman's shelters ang si Mischief Reef. Ngayon, fortress na, di ba? So, makita mo, hindi tapat yung kausap mo. At hanggat hindi tapat ang China, laging may bantayan. So, pati, this is also a reminder dun sa may gusto ng bilateral talk sa China. Hindi tapat yung kausap mo. No, gagamitin nila yan in their own advantage, no. So pagkausap mo sila, you must remember to not let down your guard at the same time, no. Kasi nga yung pagkausap sa China sa bilateral talks, it's a nice confidence building measure.
So pabor po sa bilateral talks. Okay po yan.
In terms of confidence building measure, okay? As in terms of at least nag-uusap pa tayo. Pero pag inisip mo na may mangyayari diyan na makabuluhan, no, depende yan sa China kung gusto niya maging tapat talaga. Pero as of now, ang nakikita natin sa China ay hindi siya tapat na bansa, no? Na it always does something against what it actually says, no? It does not walk the walk. It just talks. Ganun lang. But next thing you know, iba ang ginagawa.
Okay, lalabas po ang desisyon bukas. Sinasabi po, hayagan naman ng China na hindi nila kinikilala yung ating isinamba po sa UN Tribunal. Pag po naging pabor sa atin at hindi nila kinilala ito, ano po ang dapat na next step na natin?
Yung nga sinasabi ko ay biging vigilant, no? Strengthen pag hindi pabor sa sorry.
Hindi po nila kinilala
Okay, so
ang kahit
kinilala.
anong desisyon po na ilalabas.
So, ang point ka dito is be vigilant, no? The Chinese will try to take advantage of what they perceive as yung medyo sympathetic administration ngayon sa kanila, and they will work on that, no? Parang they will try to weaken us internally, no? So we have to be vigilant against that. At the same time, they will be aggressive, they will try to intimidate us dun sa waters itself, no? So, how do you deal with that? Like I said, internally, we have to fix ourselves. We have to be united in our purpose. At externally naman, nandun naman ang ating mga alliances, no? Nandun naman ang ibang bansa na who collectively can tie down China and make it a much more responsible country in this region.
Professor Custodio, thank you for joining us. Marami pong salamat sa inyong oras.
Maraming salamat, Karen.